Madden NFL 24. And we'll get a look here at Devontae Adams. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Raiders and the Broncos, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but now it'll be 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep, Marquez Callaway. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. The Raiders at 1-7 now on the year. Yeah, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a mark partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this one's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long. And that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down the 47-yard Here's one I kind of saw coming, charging a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Play action. It's Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up second down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this time he is in. Javonte Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field, and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Well, the road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick 6. So dealing with his deficit here, we'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First down, Raiders.
Garoppolo looks to throw.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down.
You look at this Bronco defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's third and a few inches.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Raiders.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left, fighting it off. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. That's complete into the hands of Myers. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, touchdown number 15 on the year.
And the Raiders are back within a score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Raiders 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And here comes a return from just beyond.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just get ready to score.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. catch of the game. Good for 11 and a first down.
For our Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Wilson.
Pass complete to Judy on the out route.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Wilson.
On the slant, completes to Sutton.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. Oh, look at the Jew. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. A give to Williams, right. And he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. They go play action with Wilson. Touchdown!
Greg Dulcich.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they'll drive 7 plays in length.
And a Greg Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off. And he returns this to the 22. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and they're trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. Fights off the defender. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out. Didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
This is 2nd and 8.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. The open man here, Renfro. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, Garoppolo. Open man is Myers. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 75.
And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams. We shine the spotlight on him.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. On first down, Wilson.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On first and 10, it's Wilson.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, here's Wilson. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a 1 touchdown.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
And another fine run there. This one good for 15. He's come out on a mission here to start this drive. Another first down. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Throwing now is Garoppolo.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Good footwork at the 30. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas 1st.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one. And look at the end result. Big plays.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
Hey, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A huge play there for Denver. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Wilson.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Here's Wilson. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate.
So a 6-carry drive the last go-around, touchdown on the end of it. We'll see if they can duplicate that here.
I think that they would like to. I know every runner that we've ever met would love to carry the ball more and more and more. In fact, we keep a ball in the booth just for demonstration purposes.
You're holding it right now.
I'm going to give it to you. Is it heavy? Is it that heavy?
No, it's pretty light.
It's pretty light, right? So keep giving it to him and let him do his work. It's not going to slow him down.
If it's light for me, it's definitely light for him. On play action, now Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Drew Sample,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Callaway, the return man.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He hits Adams complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Garoppolo on first down. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And it's complete to Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw.
A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up the screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Touchdown Raiders! Davante Adams. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards.
And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
And it's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now Wilson.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth.
14, buddy.
To throw is Wilson.
Same connection. Dulcich once again.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Throw out wide, going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So out come the Raiders.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
2nd and 10.
Play action. Garoppolo.
Pass taken in by Mayer.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46.
There's a handoff to Jacobs.
Powerful running. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Garoppolo changing the play.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
To throw is Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Alex Singleton, and the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30. The 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
Just shy of the 30.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now it looks like we've got a rate. Get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 45-yard punt and a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Out comes Davante Adams in the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
154 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice.
There he goes, right side.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
49 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson. This one hauled in by Sample. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Throwing is Wilson.
And this one complete again to Mims.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. To throw again is Wilson. His throw incomplete.
see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Play action. It's Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
On third down, Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away.
57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That is bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one seeming going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
There's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So Garoppolo and the Raiders now.
Down by 10, 70 seconds remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. He's got a man complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front. And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He finds his man complete. It's Jenkins. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 23. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Well, fake the jet sweep, and instead give up the middle to Williams.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Gets it downfield to Mayer. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
It all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but part of the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it, everybody wants to work the ball in closer and take a more high percentage pass to try and tie the game. But the Hail Mary, that's what they had to work with. And now they're just hoping that their jumpers can get up higher and are stronger than the defenders. Not the case in this instance. They end up losing the game.
So for the Broncos, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.